You don't have a product problem. You don't have a market problem. You have an attention problem. Every single founder is competing for the same finite resource right now. Not capital, not talent, not market share, attention. The ability to be noticed, remembered, and chosen in a world where every other company is screaming for the same thing. Your customer has maybe 30 seconds. 30 seconds to decide if you're worth paying attention to. 30 seconds to remember you exist when they need you. 30 seconds to prefer you over every other option. That's it. Today's conversation is about how to build a business where attention isn't something you buy or beg for, it's something you create. It's a moat, it's an asset. My guest has built a $3M business on this principle. Grace, welcome to Scale Up Stories.
Thanks, Sakil. Most founders don't think about attention as an asset. They think about it as a tactic. How do I get attention for my launch? How do I go viral? That's the wrong frame.
What's the right frame?
Attention is a capital asset. Just like you'd build a cash reserve or intellectual property, you should be building attention reserves. Consistent, compounding, directed attention that you control.
What do you mean by control?
There's a difference between attention you rent and attention you own. Paid ads, influencer collaborations, those are rented. The moment you stop, the attention stops. Owned attention is an audience that comes back to you because of the value you've given them. Email subscribers, a community, a social following that trusts you.
And which one becomes a moat?
Only the owned attention. Rented attention is a tactic. Owned attention is a business asset. Every founder should be obsessed with building owned attention before anything else.
Even before they have a product?
Especially before they have a product. I've seen it work repeatedly. Build attention first. The audience comes before the product. Once you have attention, you can test 100 product ideas against your audience, and they'll tell you what they actually want to buy.
Walk me through that. How do you build attention before you have a product?
You identify a problem that a specific group cares deeply about. You become the person who thinks clearly about that problem and share your thinking. You build an audience through content writing, video, podcasting, whatever medium works. For example, my co-founder spent 8 months writing about B2B marketing, not selling anything, just building an audience. By month 8, she had 15,000 email subscribers. When we launched, we had 200 waitlist signups and sold $50,000 in the first month.
And she didn't have to pay for any of that attention.
Paid for nothing. It took 8 months of consistent work, but the attention was worth more than any paid acquisition strategy.
That sounds like a long runway with no revenue.
It is, which is why it works best if you have some financial runway. But 8 months of compound attention building is faster and cheaper than 18 months of customer acquisition, and you're learning the entire time.
Let's talk mechanics. How does the attention economy actually work right now in 2026? What are the rules?
The first rule is, attention has become scarce. Information is abundant. Attention is rare. Algorithms, apps, notifications, all engineered to grab and keep attention. Founders can't just broadcast and hope people notice. You have to create something worth attention and be intentional about converting it into something you own.
Where are the best places to build owned attention right now?
Email is still the kingpin. It's the only platform you truly own. After email, owned communities. Discord, Slack, private forums, places where your audience talks to each other, not just you.
What about social media?
Social is essential for discovery and awareness, but you have to funnel it to owned channels. Social is distribution. Email is the asset.
Most founders get this backwards.
Completely. They optimize for social metrics when they should be optimizing for email growth. Every social post's real goal should be to get someone on your email list.
What percentage of your attention should be going to paid versus owned channels?
I recommend an 80-20 rule. 80% of your attention effort should go into building owned channels. 20% into paid or rented attention for discovery. Paid gets people aware of you. Owned converts that awareness into a relationship.
Does that ratio change as you scale?
It shifts a bit, but not dramatically. Companies with strong owned attention newsletters, communities have lower customer acquisition cost and higher lifetime value than those dependent on paid discovery.
How do you actually build an attention moat? What's the process?
3 phases. 1. Clarity of focus. Pick one problem, one audience, one channel. Most founders try to do too much. Pick one and master it.
Why just one?
Because attention is built through consistency and repetition. A newsletter that comes every week builds attention. Sporadic posting doesn't. Dominate one channel before adding another.
What's phase 2?
Consistent provision of value. Show up every week or two with genuinely useful thinking about your audience's problem, not sales pitches. Most founders fail here because it's not immediately monetized, but you're building capital that compounds.
How long before attention starts converting to revenue?
Typically 3 to 6 months before you have enough audience to monetize. Monetization doesn't have to be complicated, a simple offer, a paid community, or coaching. The point is you have an interested audience already.
What's phase 3?
Systematic conversion. You need a path from awareness to consideration to decision. Many founders grow an audience but panic because they don't know how to monetize. Think about monetization architecture from the start.
What does a good attention to revenue funnel look like?
Simple version. Create free content that attracts people to a specific problem. Get email signups. Emails educate and build trust. Every email has a soft offer, here's how we help. Here's a case study. Some percentage converts. Every step is designed, leading from awareness to purchase.
Does that conversion process look the same for all businesses?
Different for B, 2B versus B2C, high ticket versus low ticket, subscription versus one time. But the structure is always awareness, education, consideration, decision, repeat.
If everyone starts building attention moats, doesn't that make attention less valuable as a moat?
Yes and no. The principle becomes better understood, but it doesn't become less valuable because attention compounding is one of the few true moats left. Once you have deep attention, it's hard to dislodge. Attention also builds at different rates depending on quality. If you share real insights, you build attention faster than someone just copying others. The signal-to-noise ratio matters.
So it's not just about volume of attention. It's about the quality of the relationship.
Completely. 100 deeply engaged subscribers are worth more than 10,000 disengaged followers. The moat is built through trust, not through followers.
How do you measure the quality of attention you're building?
Engagement metrics help open rates, click-throughs, replies. For communities, it's about conversation. But the best metric is revenue. If attention isn't converting, you don't have quality attention. You have vanity metrics.
What are the most common ways founders squander their attention?
3 main patterns. First, chasing platforms. Founders build a following on one platform, then jump to the next hot thing and spread too thin. They end up with weak attention everywhere instead of dominant attention somewhere.
How do you know when it's time to expand to a second platform?
When you have enough team to maintain consistency on the first platform, or when the second platform is so obviously relevant, you can't ignore it. Most should stick to one much longer than feels comfortable.
What's the second mistake?
Optimizing for vanity metrics instead of conversion. 5,000 new followers mean nothing if they aren't subscribing or buying. Every piece of content should have a clear conversion goal.
Isn't that less effective because it feels salesy?
Not when done well. Here's a problem, here's how I think about it. Join my email list if you want more. That feels authentic. Engagement without conversion is just noise.
And the third mistake?
Building attention for attention's sake instead of revenue. Founders reach 10,000 subscribers and don't know what to offer. You need to know from day one, I'm building this audience so I can sell X. Your audience should be pre-qualified for what you want to sell.
Does attention strategy change depending on what you're selling?
Dramatically. For B, 2B, SaaS, focus on the decision maker and influencer deep content. Newsletter, maybe community, and email is your conversion tool. For B2C, attention is broader consumers, so social media like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube becomes more important, but owned channels still matter. Services or consulting, your attention is your business. Build it by sharing your thinking, podcasting, public writing, closed communities, high-touch relationships. Content businesses, you're selling attention itself. Newsletter, community, courses, all designed to deepen the relationship.
Is attention more important in some of those than others?
Equally important, but expressed differently. In every model, the core question is, how do you build a group of people who care enough to buy from you or recommend you?
How does AI change the attention game? Does it make attention easier to build or harder?
Both. AI makes it easier to produce and repurpose content, test ideas, and draft faster. But since everyone else can do it, the bar for originality and insight goes up. AI doesn't have a point of view or lived experience.
So AI becomes a tool for founders with strong opinions but weak execution?
Exactly. If you have unique insights, AI helps you communicate and execute faster. If not, AI just helps you produce generic content faster.
How should founders use AI in attention building?
Drafting, editing, repurposing, and learning. Use AI to draft a newsletter, polish it with your voice, analyze competitors, or turn podcasts into blogs. Don't use AI for the original idea, use it to amplify your thinking.
Walk me through your own business. How did you build attention before you built a product?
I spent the first 6 months writing publicly and building a newsletter about the attention problem. I reached around 5,000 subscribers with consistent weekly writing. At month 6, I launched a group program. 200 people signed up for the waitlist. I sold out the first cohort in 4 days, and that revenue paid my salary for a year.
And all of that came from attention you'd built?
All of it. No ad spend, no outbound sales, just consistent writing. Now the business is bigger, but the newsletter is still the hub. Everything is sold through the newsletter first, making revenue predictable.
Do you still do the writing yourself?
90% of it. My team helps, but I do the thinking and most of the writing because attention is built on me. If I delegate too much, it becomes generic.
How many hours a week does that take?
Newsletter, 5 hours. Calls with subscribers or community, 5 hours. Strategy and thinking, 5 hours. So, 15 hours a week for attention and relationship building. Everything else is team.
That's not insignificant.
It's not, but it's less time than customer acquisition would take, and the revenue per unit of attention is dramatically higher.
Rapid fire before we close?
Let's go.
Best platform for building owned attention right now?
Email, no close second.
Most overrated metric in attention building?
Followers, they mean nothing. Engaged subscribers mean everything.
One thing people don't realize about attention?
That it's exponential. Every piece of content compounds. It gets easier over time, not harder.
Biggest mistake you made building your own attention?
I didn't have a monetization plan for the first 4 months. I should have known from day one what I was building attention for.
If you had to start over, what would you do differently?
I'd niche down harder and pick a more specific audience. The broader you go early, the harder it is to convert.
Grace, leave us with something. What should every founder understand about attention right now?
Attention is not a tactic. It's the fundamental business asset. If you own attention, you can build any business. If you don't, you'll always be fighting for customers. Start now, not when you have a product. Identify the problem you care about, find the people who care, and start building attention with them. 6 months of consistency will teach you a lot. Attention is competitive. Every founder will want to build a moat, but most will fail because it takes discipline and consistency. That's the bar. Finally, attention is a form of capital. Just like financial, human, or technological capital, invest in attention capital. It compounds and may be your most valuable asset.
Grace, thank you for making the invisible visible. Attention is the new currency.
Thank you for the conversation.
Everyone listening, your attention is your most valuable asset. Build it intentionally or spend your business life buying it from platforms. The choice is yours.